Welcome to our spring concert. Thank you so much for being here this evening. In order to keep our concert running smoothly, there's a few things that I would ask for our performers and for our fellow audience members. You are welcome to take pictures this evening, but if you could limit it to no flash photography, that would be helpful for us. If you could please silence your cell phones at this time and also refrain from texting, as it can be distracting to the people around you. We want to make sure that everybody has an enjoyable concert experience this evening as well. If you do need to leave your seat for any reason, if you could wait until we're in between pieces, we would appreciate that. There were many people who had a hand in making this concert a success this evening. Their names are listed in the program, but there are just a few that I wanted to take a moment to really thank and point out to you. Administration who are here tonight, thank you so much for coming out. Teachers, I saw some of you come in as well. We really love to have you here, so thank you so much. Judy, Kenny up in the sound booth, thank you. Epworth for hosting, we always love to sing here. Corey, one of the tech guys at Tech, he was really instrumental in helping get this program looking as it does tonight. So a big thank you to him and to the students who helped put it together. Thank you to you as well for the hard work. We have quite a few extra instrumentalists tonight, community instrumentalists as well as students. So I'm very grateful for the time that they put in. Not only the time that they're here tonight, but the extra time that they put in to come and practice with us. So that's not the time that you see, but they really do need to drive here and practice with us to make everything a success. So we're very grateful to them for giving up their time and their talents as well. Finally, the parents who came to the choir parent meetings and who chaperoned, you are a wonderful group of people. I am so blessed to have you. So thank you. And then finally to the students who worked so hard over the last 5 months to really make this concert what it is. I think you are really going to enjoy the music tonight, but it wouldn't come alive without them. So thank you guys as well for working so hard. If you've been to our concerts before, you always know that we like to read a program note before most of our pieces, and that's to give you a little mini music appreciation lesson to kind of help you understand some of our pieces a little bit more. You may also take a look at the text and translation page. All of our texts are in there. A few of them, the poem translations, we will read as well beforehand. I like to do that just to give you a hearing of those words before we sing them too. You're in store for a really lovely evening concert this evening. Two of my main objectives for the concert choir program at Tech are to promote healthy vocal technique and excellent musicianship. I hope that you see evidence of that as you listen to the music tonight. So let's get to some more of that.
Deshi has its compositional roots in Indian raga. The Sanskrit word raga could be thought of as an acoustic method of coloring the mind of the listener with an emotion and also as a compositional framework. The term raga occurs in Brihadeshi, which is a text on Indian classical music. You will hear this word, Brihadeshi, mentioned in the piece. In the Brihadeshi, raga is described as a combination of tones which, with beautiful illuminating graces, pleases the people in general. The raga for our piece is made up of only 7 distinct tones. Everything that is sung or played by the piano consists of different orderings of these 7 pitches.
Audiamus is the first movement of Songs of Sanctuary, an extended choral-type work based on the European classical tradition, but where the vocal sound is more reminiscent of world music. The words are invented and are viewed by the composer as instrumental sound. He maximizes the melisma, which is an expressive vocal phrase, by removing the distraction of words. The sound, therefore, becomes more universal in its ability to communicate emotion.
The next portion of our concert this evening will be performed by Chamber Ensemble and Bella Voce. Bella Voce is an auditioned women's choir, and we meet after school on Mondays. We act as representatives to the community. Chamber Ensemble, who you see before you, is formed to be a very small, very personal ensemble, and it's sometimes called the music of friends. It was originally meant to be performed in the home rather than the concert hall, and that's why you'll see a little bit more interaction between singers than you do in the larger choir.
How Can I Keep From Singing was written by Reverend Robert Lowry. He is the composer of well-known gospel hymn, Shall We Gather at the River? The original words were written by Ann Warner. The arranger of this version says about the piece, I first heard How Can I Keep From Singing in the early 1890s. Peter Seeger performed the song in a church in Hartford, Connecticut. By the time he began the last verse, the audience was singing with him. We were captivated by the performer, the music, and the text.
Billy Joel needs no introduction from most people. He has had top 40 hits in the 1970s, 1980s, and 1990s, achieving 33 top 40 hits in the United States, all of which he wrote himself. He also is a 6-time Grammy Award winner, a 23-time Grammy nominee, and one of the world's best-selling artists of all time, having sold over 150 million records worldwide. And So It Goes was written in 1983, though it was not released until 6 years later. It appeared in the 10th and final track from his album Stormfront. The single peaked at 37 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 and number 5 on the U.S. Adult Contemporary chart in 1990. In 2010, during an interview, Billy Joel was asked what song is his best work is least appreciated. To answer this question, he played And So It Goes.
Sanctuary safe and strong to heal the wounds. And so it goes, and so it goes, and so will you soon, I suppose. But if my silence made, and thee be my worst mistake, so I will share this room, and you can have this heart to break.
Emily Dickinson was an American poet born in 1830 in Massachusetts. She lived a mostly introverted and reclusive life. While Dickinson was a prolific private poet, fewer than a dozen of her nearly 1,800 poems were published during her lifetime. It was not until after her death in 1886 that the breadth of Dickinson's work became apparent. Her first collection of poetry was published in 1890. Heart, We Will Forget Him is a haunting, beautiful piece which makes use of the low octaves of the piano and which is suited well to the timbre of the horn. The ability of the horn to blend with the group rather than to cut through, as a trumpet or an oboe might, makes it an excellent, although somewhat unusual, choice to accompany the piece.
Heart, we will forget you.
Crossing the Bar was composed by Gwyneth Walker. It uses the poem by Alfred Lord Tennyson to create a metaphor that represents traveling serenely and securely from life through death. The pilot is a metaphor for God, whom the speaker hopes to meet. The composer says this about her work. Crossing the Bar creates images of the sea, with the final voyage leading us out across the water to see our pilot face to face. The musical setting endeavors to express the growth from peaceful and ecstatic moods, the tolling of the bell, the meeting of the pilot. Tennyson wrote Crossing the Bar in 1889, 3 years before he died. The poem describes his placid and accepting attitude towards death. Although he followed this work with subsequent pieces, he requested that Crossing the Bar appear as the final poem in all collections of his work. The poem reads like this: Sunset and evening star, and one clear call for me, and may there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea. But such a tide as moving seems asleep, too full for sound and foam, when that which drew from out the boundless deep turns again home. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Before our last few numbers this evening, I'd like to take time to recognize some special students from the choir. First, we had 4 students who were chosen to represent Sussex Tech at All-State Choir this year. So if you can just wave when I say your name. Abigail Davis, Brenna Gause, Summer Okoye, and Rebecca Wilson. They put in extra time learning some difficult music, but I think they can attest that it was a really great experience for them. So let's give them a round of applause. Also, a couple of years ago, we had the honor of having a Tech choral student serve as the Lee Mitchell Scholar for the Southern Delaware Choral Society. Some of you remember Taylor Thornburg. We get to repeat that honor again with Brenna Gause, who was awarded that scholarship for this coming school year. And finally, I'd like to give each of our seniors a chance to be recognized this evening. We are saying goodbye to 12 seniors and 2 foreign exchange students tonight, and I'd like to thank them for being a part of our group and lending us their beautiful voices. As I call your name, please step down. Kiara, Zoe, Kristen, Amanda, Kelsey, Amy, Katrina, Hannah P., Hannah S., Lauren, Sarah, Isaac, and our exchange students, Sarah and Helena. This next piece is dedicated to them. We wish you all the best. Thank you for your time here. And let's give our seniors a round of applause this evening. One extra thing you'll get to see, sorry. Up on the screen is also a slideshow of our seniors throughout the year, just some fun shots and some serious shots as well. So this is also a parting gift from the choir to them.
It's
Oye. Oye has its cultural and rhythmic roots in the music of South America. The composer has this to say about his work. While working in Mexico, I had the opportunity to work closely with young children from economically challenged areas. The children from one particular inter-school city program were part of a songwriting workshop. The children spoke very little English, but we were easily reached through the music and rhythms I played. With the help of enthusiastic translators, we connected further. When I asked them if they had a message that they would want to convey to the world in their song, their answer was very simple: to listen. The translation of listen, or listen up, is oye. This seemed like a wonderful, easy word to sing, and our oye is a result of those experiences. When I hear this song performed, I am suddenly transported back to the streets where these children walk, go to school, live with little, and dream. They dream that somehow, somewhere, their small voices will be heard. The translation reads loosely like this: all alone in the darkness, they are crying out for your help. They are hoping, they are dreaming. They are asking for a chance to be heard. Are you listening? Can you hear their cries? They are watching, they are listening. They are searching to find their way. Can you see them? Can you hear them calling? What their voices are trying to say.
Solo, llorando, en silencio.
If you are interested in hearing more from us, please consider joining us for the events that are on the back of your program. One lovely evening is a combination of musical talent and our annual choir awards ceremony. That is our Broadway night. So if you're a lover of Broadway music, that is the night for you. And that is at Sussex Tech. So you're welcome to come on out for that. You may have noticed this concert, as always, is free to attend. If you feel led and you've enjoyed yourself this evening, donation baskets will be available at these doors. A couple students will be collecting for me on the way out. So if you feel so led to donate on your way out, we would appreciate that. All of that money goes towards the student account and supports extra performing expenses that we come along across the way. We hope you've enjoyed our concert. It's always our tradition to sing "The Lord Bless You and Keep You" and invite any concert choir alumni up onto the stage to perform with us. So if there's any concert choir alumni in the audience, which I know there are some of you here tonight, we would love for you to come on up and sing with us at this time. So come on up. Yeah, there we go. Audience members, if you know it because you've been here for a long time too, you are also invited to sing along, and the words are right in your program as well. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We hope that you will join us again next year and have safe travels home. Thank you so much.
We just wanted to thank Miss Rose for everything that she's done for us throughout the year. She's been a great choir teacher, so I mean, obviously she means a lot to us. She's always been there, and she's a great friend and teacher, so thank you very much, Miss Rose. If we can give her a round of applause.